Hi guys, and welcome to Keck Tarot. I have a few announcements to make. Last Sunday, I have reached 500 subscribers milestone, and I did test the live sessions and it worked. And a few of you who kind of like got a really quick message, did jumped on, did get their questions asked, so everything worked really well. So next live session is on Friday, March the 3rd at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please join in and prepare your questions. I'll see you there. Now this brings me to basically an issue of subscription, so please subscribe and you can join me on a Facebook as well. So you're going to get a notification when is the next live session. So just if I have time, I can just send this notification, and if you have time, you can join in. Link for Facebook is in the description, so check it out there. And last announcement, I promise there are two current specials. You can get yes or no questions and I can turn it around right away, basically the same day. It's only $10. Please check my website how to get it, or look up on Facebook, Cat Terra News, and let's go from there. And again, for you new guys, new subscribers, like how it really works, your engagement is going to reward you by actually getting your basically horoscope sign out first. So by clicking subscribe, like, by sharing, by leaving comments, you actually are placing yourself in a position. So this week, Libra, Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius, and Gemini are getting extended horoscopes. So without further ado, let's start. Hi Taurus, and welcome to your weeklies. So let's get right into it. So what is basically the bottom of the deck? It is Sea Tom. You see this pretty kitty kind of in the upright. He's like very playful, he's loving, he kind of like really works on only one thing, and that is like to be attractive, to be pleasant, to be playful. This way, really not so much. This way you're kind of wondering like if the love is there in the store for you, or you're just like not feeling that you really want to communicate it. Kind of right now, like I would say, just like seeing this as a base card, you're not in the most romantic kind of like mood, or you think you're not receiving it. So let's see what is like around it. So I guess you are in a romantic mood, but you're not receiving it, because now you have Two of Sea as a base. And this is like the ultimate romantic card. You want to form a couplehood. You're seeing yourself with your partner. This is what you want. And you're really willing to work for it. It's crossing. Strength card. It's crossing it. So these two things are really promising for a person to decide something, to be work on it. It is very important, because it's like, I mean, half of the work, because the rest of it is easy when you know which path you want to walk. So you kind of like feel that you have been in charge. You feel that kind of like you can kind of merge different things together. Charity is a very important thing. It's like you're going forward. This is kind of, you have a strength, you have energy, you have will. Like really, you're like being Taurus right now. So look, this kitty is like driving basically this whole thing is propelled on the strength of this kitty's mind. And like every one of these dogs can just like stray away and just like go their own way. So for you to move forward in a situation like that, it takes a lots of focus, a lots of goal, and almost like you're being guided, like kind of like you really feel this is a big guidance going forward. So let's see why you're feeling this way. Like what you had in the past, and what basically was the lesson you learned, is like that secrets are not something that you like. The moon card in the past is basically telling us that when we go out in the moonlight, even when cats go out in the moonlight, your eyes get bigger. That things get kind of like bigger in our eyes. Even the small things that irritate us in a partner, they become big things. We really don't know what is going on, because whenever we feel attuned to any secret, like all of a sudden a whole bunch of other things come under suspicion, and like it's really hard to move on. And you realize that, and you realize, maybe that can be a character flaw, but if it is a flaw, it is advantage at the same time, because it is saving you from basically non-productive relationship. I mean, if there is nothing to hide, people don't have to open up the soul to you. In fact, it's probably not good, because it takes time to kind of glue properly. But at the same time, for somebody to lie, or even to just be silent and not to say anything about it, so this is basically lying by omission, it is just like not something that you want. And looks like this was a decision you had to make. in order for you to kind of like start feeling yourself again, looking forward. So what is basically the lesson for the week? You have a Sea King over here. This is like one of the 4 kings, and of course kings usually represent something to look up to, a mountain to climb, a control, whole bunch of things, right? So obviously if it is this way, then this week you will actually have to learn how to control yourself, right? But this is not a control, this is like a guidance, divine guidance. So yeah, you got king in the upside down motion. So no, the control is like not what you want. You're letting go of control issues. So this is basically the lesson for this week. So whenever you see somebody who can provoke you with, you know, maybe really kind of like brusque behavior, somebody who's edgy, somebody who's possibly rude, you know what? It's not a control or lack of control just to walk away. So you literally are not going to kind of like engage with anybody who you don't think is productive in your life. It's kind of wasting your own energy, and that energy I see you want to kind of keep it for yourself. So we are coming to what would happen, you know, without really any influence, kind of like a cross of definition, like I'm looking at you where you are right now. So you do have feeling that you have been neglected or that you neglected yourself, and right now like it looks like you're going in a big motion. You guys have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 cards, and this is a weekly forecast. So this tells me this is not a weekly forecast. For some reason in this week you're starting something that's going to last up to 16 months. This week, pay attention to the signs this week. This is basically big. You are planting seeds. So if you didn't plan to plant seeds, please do, because you will see what will happen this week. It's so major. You're planting seeds so many times. Like first seed was, you know what, I'm going to be strong and I'm going to persist and I'm going to look for my mate. That's basically underlying. And your mate is somebody who you want, is somebody who is playful, somebody who is generous, somebody who is, you know, like, I mean, enjoying romance. This is a person upright that you're looking for, and that person enjoys romance. That would be Knight of Cups in the other decks. So yeah, you really want your knight in a shining armor, literally. So what is going to be the first step? You have cat magic, right? But it is inversed. So this card's meaning is, quote unquote, you have tools, you have all the necessary tools. What does it mean? Really nothing. It literally means that you're ready to start. It is a number 1. This is not a card of action. This is in fact card of inaction. In your case, you do not feel that you have all the tools, but you have desire and you have the will to do it. And you know what? This is so much better, because like if we always in life wait for everything that is to be in order and only then we jump and leap, we would never accomplish anything, because you know, you have to go into unknown. Going to unknown, it really helps, because you have to cope with things that are happening, and you are showing here, look, you're saying, look, I'm going into unknown. Please, I don't care. I don't care about getting a driver's license, because I know how to drive, and damn it, I'm going to learn how to do it along the way. And you just don't want that car to have hidden pedals or hidden kind of like dashboard. That's the only requirement you have so far. So let's see how you really see yourself, Taurus. This will be 8 of Sky. Look at this kitty. Look at his face. Can you see this face? He is so scared. Or she. Look at this. Look, struggling, trying to grasp this. And you know what? If this kitty continues, she's going to get really damaged and hurt and scratched and bleeding, and maybe even become a hunt, and sort of like become, instead of hunter, become the hunt for the little birdies. So what is basically this telling us? It's telling us that the lesson is to relax. And this is, again, repeating this lesson, and this is what you are well aware that this is what you need to do. And this is your lesson for the next 16 months. This is saying relax. Let go of the control. It is only when you're in a relaxed and focused state of mind, that you understand where to slip out, that you understand where is the solution. So this is how you see yourself right now. You kind of like see yourself struggling, but you know, the relaxation part still didn't kick in, and this is where you're saying, oh gosh, did I involve myself in something that, you know, I'm not able to handle? Like, what's going on? I kind of like, really, maybe I shouldn't start on it. Yeah, you should have started on it. You started. Right now, this is the next lesson you're learning, and the lesson is just please relax, just wait for the right time to escape. But by struggling, you're just going to tangle yourself up more. So how do I know this? Because the next card is again Major Arcana, and this is how you feel, and this is also how other people feel about you. So it's kind of those perceptions, right? So look at this. You have grace. You have a kitty completely out of her, basically, environment. She's walking through big waves. It's sort of like doing what you hate the most. And this is basically work for most people, where you need to really work on something. Like relationships just don't happen. Just like work, just like our careers, just like profession. You kind of have to put some kind of like elbow grease to it. And you are aware and you're willing to walk to get this rainbow kind of to shine on you. You're literally willing to do it. This also means merging two opposing elements. Look, we have the kitties that are just like pure fire, and we have water, which is like a pure emotion. Look at how much emotion is kind of like encompassing this fire. You know what you're saying? Bring it on. I think I learned to handle it, how to handle it, and I want it. I am strong enough. And you know what? The strength also means don't think of everything rosy. Something can go wrong in a relationship. Some people just stay away from relationships because they're really afraid of things going badly in the end. And knowing that maybe that bad ending can actually really cause them months and months and months, if not years of pain. So strength means also that you know you're able to handle whatever happens, because if you just do not charge forward, you're never going to get it, right? You're not going to win lottery if you don't buy a ticket. But you might also lose. And this is kind of complete knowledge. And this is also understanding that relationship is mixing two different ingredients and never knowing how they are going to work out. You might kind of like get some kind of ideas by kind of like meeting the same people and understanding, well, this didn't work for me. Now you know you don't want somebody with whatever agendas or deception, or like suddenly he doesn't call you when he said he would. No, you're earth sign, and just like any other sign, but especially earth sign, you want something really reliable. So let's see. You do have fears. So one fear is, that you're going to get tangled up and not to be able to basically claw yourself out of it. And that kind of like gives you like a minute fritz. And also, you kind of like feel that, you know, things can get explosive before they even started. Like sort of like maybe you met people who are so dysfunctional that the moment when you met them, you knew this would not work out. I mean, this is the proverbial online dating here, if you don't think about it. Sparks are flying everywhere, but you kind of like always feel like on the sidelines of that. Look, like everybody's looking for something, everybody's looking to find their own thing, but nobody's willing to work on it, and nobody is really willing to get burned, because you do have to get burned. But in your case, this is a fear and want. And I think you're aware that you are able and you're willing to take calculated risk. This is right next to this cat magic, which is kind of like, sort of like, let's create something. Let's try to find these different ingredients and see how they mix together. So this way, that would be this magician who is able to kind of put things together. Here, you still didn't get the skill, so you're still kind of like going to get a few of these fire coals dumped on your foot, but you know what? You're strong enough to handle it. So, proverbial demon cat is the outcome. So basically what's going to happen, like throughout this 15 months, you're going to be dealing with your demons in order to get to the path of a complete grace. So what are we talking about? I said 60 months. That would be 2017 August. So by the next summer, You'll be fully repaired, new, and we will see what else. But this is just showing entire repair. And this doesn't matter if you're with someone or not. You're literally repairing. If you're with someone, you're going to be repairing your relationship. You're going to be repairing how you interact with people, and you will be charging forward. I mean, this is a proverbial bull. Look, I mean, even though it doesn't show the bull, like, I mean, this is a charging forward. When you put like your little horns in there, like, off you go, right? So the demon cat is somebody who really didn't have a good life. And of course, you have to take care of necessities, and it is somebody who is really rough around the edges, who is just consumed like with the lowest thing on the Maslow scale of needs. Literally, this is a survival, this is sex. And, you know, this is not what you want. In fact, this is what you want. You don't want any of that, because this card came reversed. In the reverse situation, this means the codependency is going to stop. Like, this is the ultimate codependent card. You're staying with someone who's just not good for you. And no matter how many times you try, this person is not changing. Guess why? Because you can talk all you want. The people will change when they want to change, not when you want them to change. Well, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you kind of push this change on them. And most of the time, the change is being pushed by us leaving the situation. And this is where the thinking goes off in their heads. Oh my God, did I lose her? Did I lose him? So this is breaking those chains. This is kind of like getting ahead. And you literally have to do it in order to get this love relationship that you want. So all the things that you're doing is, right, cleansing your aura. Absolutely cleansing your aura. And since there is nothing but love and self-respect in this reading, I'm going to pull this love card. And guys, I would also invite you while I'm shuffling to like and subscribe, because the top signs get extended readings, so they actually learn a little bit more about all these little details. Oops, we have a jumper. So I'm going to take this jumper. There you go. So if happened the same thing, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And that kind of summarizes it really nicely, because here you feel like I'm in baseline. You're walking into all of this kind of feeling this will not happen to you, and that you have been mistreated. You didn't get somebody whining and dining you. And I'm not talking about somebody lavishly throwing money at you. I'm talking about emotion. Somebody can just like literally just bring, potatoes and something to your home and just, create some kind of light meal for you. This is about being cared for, that you really feel this person genuinely wants to be with you, and it's like that kind of like romantic connection. Like, you see the Two of Cups, look at this. Like, I mean, hey, I'm willing to share this with you. I'm willing to like see this whole world. Just like, I mean, I'm kind of committing myself to you, and look, I mean, this is something ultimately that I want to know, like this family and pride over here. So, stay optimistic about your life. Let me see, do I need to clarify? I just want to clarify your current struggles, because that's what you really feel inside of you. And then we're going to clarify this tools that you don't have, and let's see what tools do you need to work on. Okay, so let's see, what is this? Eight of Sky. Eight of Sky, Eight of Sky, Eight of Sky. Why Taurus needs to relax. Okay, Eight of Sky. What did you get? Messenger, melancholy, and enemy. Okay, our message is very simple. Please relax. Don't start being panicky. Sometimes panic turns into, oh gosh, I just can't do it. Let me just like die right now, And yeah, the birds are not your enemy. So the only enemy is like something that you are creating in your own head. That's pretty much which was the part of the reading as well. Don't become your own enemy. Here, only you can scratch yourself. Only you can entangle yourself, right? So basically, this is the message. Please relax and don't overthink. Don't overdo things. And this is a thinking, by the way, card. All skies and all swords are always about thought. This is what happens in your head. And sometimes, stories get bigger, right? It's fish stories as they go on, and in your head, maybe those stories got bigger. So now let's clarify this cat magic universe. So what are the tools that Taurus needs to work on? So this was the one jumper. More tools for Taurus. Please clarify this cat magic. Okay. So we got money, we got wife universe, and we got despair. So what are the tools? So money, of course, you want to work and build your security, but it also means secrets. You really don't want secrets anymore. So that's what you need to work on. That's what you're missing, a way how to find out about secrets, because it looks to me that, you know, it could be a third person that basically interfered with your life in the past, that you have been let down, or it could be that you're a family person with kids who kind of like feels that this comes in a way of dating, and sometimes this kind of like makes you feel kind of like really desperate because you didn't find a way. So again, this is exactly saying this. You need to find a way, because this is not serving you well. Just thoughts again about things that may happen are not productive at this stage, because here you're charging forward without knowing all the details, but just kind of divine hope it will work out. That's like me driving a car. And then you have reverse cat magic, where, you know, again, you don't have the tools. Maybe you want to light a candle over here, but you don't have the matches. So you have to figure it out. And so sweating about it, trying to think of that as that's something magical happening only to the other people, it's not there. So basically the goal here would be the other way around. So where you're going to get there is, you know, you're going to remove any secrets. You're going to get completely clarity. You're not going to get upset or jealous. This is not what you're thinking. You're going to recognize who are the people who are trying to make you jealous, walk away from them, with the goal that you need a person who's not that way to make you his wife or his mate. Alrighty, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, join Facebook, order a reading. Now there are like really so many different options, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you.